Hello friends, here's a basic physics problem involving calculating power. It's not so simple where we give you the work and the time and then you just plug the numbers in. There's a little extra work in this one, so take a look. So we imagine that you lift a 10 kilogram bag of rice up to a 3-meter shelf in your pantry in a time of 2.5 seconds. What is the power you exert lifting the bag of rice? Okay, so we'll begin by writing down the things that we know. We know that there's a mass of 10 kilograms. We know that the height is 3 meters to which you lift the bag of rice. So we can say H equals 3 meters or delta Y or delta X, whatever you're most comfortable with for that distance. And the time is 2.5 seconds. Now we want to know the power. So P equals question mark. It's going to be in watts when we finally find it. But here's the thing, our equation for power, our basic equation for power is work divided by time. Don't mix up the W's. Work divided by time. Now the problem is we don't know the work. We're not given the work. So we have to go over here off to the side and do the calculation to find the work. So work equals force times displacement. We could look at it this way. But the force, we don't know the force. So we have to calculate the force. The force that you exert would have to be contrary to the force that the earth exerts. So it would be mg. Basically, you're lifting the bag of rice. You're working against the weight of the bag of rice. And then the delta x is the same as the height, mgh. Notice this is also the formula for gravitational potential energy, because what are you doing? You're adding to the gravitational potential energy of the system. So the work you do is the same as the change in the gravitational potential energy of the system. What I will do now is I can calculate this now, or I can plug it in for W and calculate it later. I can just calculate it now because the numbers are relatively simple. I made it that way on purpose. It's not about the numbers, it's about the physics, right? So 10 kilograms is the mass. 10 meters per second squared is g. It's the value of g, the acceleration due to gravity. It's 9.8, but I like to round it to 10. Just makes the calculations easier. And then the height is 3 meters. So 10 times 10 times 3. This gives me a value of 300 joules. So that's the work. Now I can take that and plug it in here. So the power equals 300 joules of work. And that is done in a time of 2.5 seconds. Power then is 120 watts. A watt is a joule per second. And that is a basic sample problem for calculating power.